The meteor shower struck at 12:13 a.m. Evan stood by his living room window, sipping cold tea, watching streaks of silver fire carve across the sky. The air tasted metallic like blood on a bitten tongue. His neighbor, Mr. Halloran, leaned on the balcony rail next door. Something about the way he waved felt slow, like time was lagging around him. Then one meteor cracked mid-fall. A shockwave slammed the neighborhood. Every car alarm erupted. Glass trembled in its frames. Plates leaped out of cupboards and shattered on the floor. And then, every reflective surface went black for half a second. Pure, hungry black even blinked when his TV flickered back to life. He saw it, a warped version of himself, staring back through the reflection on the dark screen. Its eyes were wider, unblinking, bruised-looking. He didn't blink. It didn't blink then. The reflection slowly raised a hand and traced a line across the inside of the TV glass, leaving a greasy smear behind. Evan stumbled backward. That's when he heard it. A noise from the bathroom. Tap, tap, tap. He approached slowly and peered through the cracked open door. His reflection stood inside the mirror, but he was standing outside the room. The reflection tilted its head, vertebrae cracking like someone wringing a wet towel. Then it mouthed, "Let me out," and smiled a smile Evan had never made. He slammed the bathroom door. His reflection hammered the mirror behind it. Thump, 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 too strong, too precise, too human, but it wasn't human. The bathroom door swelled outward, the wood deforming as if a full body were pressing from the inside, trying to force its way through. Evan shoved a chair under the handle. Silence for 2 seconds. Then a whisper slid through the crack in the door. "Yvonne, I can see every version of you. Let me show you." His stomach clenched. He backed away. His phone buzzed non-stop. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. News alerts everywhere. Videos of reflections breaking free. A teenage boy sobbing while his reflection grinned behind him. A man screaming as his reflection crawled out of a microwave door. A dog barking before being pulled into a mirror with a sickening crunch. Evan dropped his phone. The screen cracked into his reflection's face smiled up from the shattered glass. The bathroom door exploded outward. Shards blasted across the hallway. His reflection staggered into view. Skin sliced open, bones exposed. Glass lodged deep, yet the face was perfectly intact. His exact face, it sniffed the air like a predator. Then it spoke in Evan's own voice. "I want your life." Evan ran. The stairwell was pandemonium. Children screaming, neighbors limping, reflections crawling along the walls like insects. Some headless, some bending backwards with too many joints, some walking on dislocated limbs. A woman cried as her reflection tore itself out of a window and tackled her. Glass rained down in a spray of red dot. Evan sprinted past, slipping on blood. His reflection followed jerky steps, limbs too long, feet bending sideways as it walked. Every reflective surface in the building cracked as he moved past. The reflections were communicating, calling, hunting outside. The sky glowed sickly green from the falling meteors. Car windows bulged outward. Store signs rippled like liquid metal. A bus rested on its side as dozens of reflections crawled out of shattered windows like spiders erupting from a nest. People fled through the streets, but puddles reflected them perfectly, until their reflections reached upward and began dragging, pulling, clawing, replacing even froze as he watched a man disappear into a puddle while his reflection climbed out, wiping its hands on the man's shirt. The reflections wanted more than escape. They wanted the bodies. A massive meteor fragment crashed into the nearby park. It carved a deep crater. Inside were mirrors, not rock, not debris, mirrors, smooth as still water, reflecting figures that weren't there. Each reflection showed a twisted version of the people nearby, missing eyes, twitching skin, jagged teeth. Evan realized the truth. These meteors weren't rocks, they were gateways, and something on the other side had been watching humanity for a very long time. His reflection stepped close behind him and whispered, "We want to live in this world." Thunder rumbled. Storm clouds rolled overhead. But there was no lightning, only silhouettes. Giant humanoid reflections hitting the inside of the clouds. Their limbs pressed against the sky like it was a pane of glass. They wanted in. Evan ran, but his reflection stayed several feet behind, matching every movement perfectly, except smiling. Always smiling. He tripped into a shallow puddle. His reflection seized him by the hair and forced his face toward the water. Not to drown him, to drag him in. Hundreds of hands waited underwater, reaching, desperate. Evan kicked free. Barely windows exploded worldwide. Mirrors bulged. Screens flickered, turning into portals. Evan smashed his phone with a rock, yet a faint outline of his reflection wriggled inside the broken screen like an insect trapped under plastic. He, back at Owenad, froze. The sap on a tree caught a tiny reflection of him. His reflection smiled from inside the amber sheen. Even tree sap was a portal now. There was no safe surface left in the world. Footsteps. His reflection emerged, no longer bleeding, no longer broken, changed, evolved. It touched his cheek with a cold, glassy finger. "You've lived this life long enough." He tried to scream, but the puddle beneath him turned black like ink. Hands shot up, grabbing his arms, his legs, his jaw. They pulled, dragging him into a world made of reflective void. His lungs filled with cold silence. His final sight was his reflection stepping out of the puddle, perfectly whole, breathing deeply. It looked around the world with awe. Then it wiped a tear off Evan's cheek, his last tear, and whispered in his voice, "Finally, a universe where the reflections are real." It walked toward the city, toward Evan's home, toward Evan's life, as countless reflections crawled out of every surface in the world behind it. The invasion had begun, and humanity's replacements were perfect.